I have a lot to cover today here. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them down in the Q&A section if you're on the Zoom webinar. And if you're on social, just put them into the chat, and I'll have Babek monitor those, and the team back end monitor those, and then we'll answer any and all questions at the end. So can I just get a confirmation from anybody in the chat or the Q&A or the comments that everyone can hear me? We can hear you. All good. All right, good to go. Good to go. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Yep, yep. All right, I'm gonna assume we are good to go. All right, well, welcome to the next generation of sales, as we always say, with Uptics. In this update is going to be the biggest update that we've ever released. So I hope everyone's as excited as we are. We got a lot to cover, so I'm going to try to, there's going to be a lot to unpack and a lot of information. Of course, the recording and stuff will be out there, so feel free to reference back at any point in time. But we'll get started here. All right, if you're not aware of Uptics or you're just joining and you haven't signed up to Uptics yet, our bigger vision for Uptics is to build a series consolidated sales tools so you can do more of your sales in one place. And so this up releasing two new products, or one new product today, several features, and then another new product here very soon. And ultimately, our goal is to help 1 million salespeople win more by doing less. That's ultimately our goal. So automation, AI, all that kind of stuff. All right, so in today's agenda, I'm going to go through some milestones. I'm going to go through a quick warm-up update. I'm going to showcase the new technology. I'm going to reveal what's coming up. I'm going to talk about our new flexible plans. I'm going to have a Godfather offer for everybody. And then I'll open it up to Q&A. All right. So first, starting out, I want to thank everybody, all the subscribers, everybody out there who's supported Uptics. As you know, we're bootstrapped, and we've grown pretty rapidly here as of recently, and over since the beginning of time. In the last 90 days, we've grown almost 100%, and this is our all-time chart. So it's we're basically going straight up. So I want to thank everybody. Appreciate all the support. Being young, bootstrapped, really means so. Thank you to everyone who can do it without you. All right, so good news or sad news first, all right? The sad news is I've got a heartbreaking warm-up update for everybody. So since launching warm-up, Google decided it doesn't like warming products. So like other softwares out there, we have to adapt. And just before we get into that, for clarity, we haven't received any letters from Google. We're required to do an annual security assessment every single year, and we have that coming up. So we have to make some changes proactively, and so we're making those changes proactively. All right. So the big news is that warmup is going to be moving to SMTP IMAP sending instead of through the API. All right. There's really not a whole lot that's changing other than that. I'll show everybody how to accomplish that in just a second. What this means, by April 1st, we need everybody who has a connected inbox on warmup inside of Uptics to reconnect via SMTP IMAP. And we have an extensive Knowledge Center article to show everybody how to do it. It's fairly simple, especially if you're on Outlook or Microsoft. Google's a little bit more complex, but I'll give you guys a quick little demo of that. And your live sending, so your warm-up emails will get sent through SMTP IMAP. Your live emails, when you start launching sequences and all that kind of stuff, will still go through the API. All right. Now, just so everyone's aware, it's possible Google will not be satisfied with this and might try to force us to remove it from the product. Okay. I haven't really addressed this publicly. We've gotten asked a lot of questions about this. If that happens, we will split the product from the platform, and we will create a seamless way to accomplish the exact same thing in some sort of way. All right. So it's not going away. All right. The only way it's going away is if Google and Microsoft decide to somehow ban every single warm-up product on the market. All right. So that's the sort of sad news, but it's not that sad, right? We just got to connect through SMTP IMAP. To do that, or one last thing on that. So aside from warm-up, we're adding some new email deliverability features in the platform. So I'll show you that here on the call. Real quick on the warm-up instructions. Just want to show you inside of the platform. As long as everyone can see here, just zoom in. The way you're going to do that, so right now we've got all your inboxes on the left side here. Now, there's going to be a new icon called SMTP IMAP. So all you'll simply need to do is come into here, click this button, and then enter your app credentials. So for Microsoft and Outlook inboxes, you enter the same password as what you log in with those inboxes. For Google, it's a little bit, there's a few more steps. There's a Knowledge Center article right here. Just click this. It's an extensive article. Open it up, and it'll tell you everything you need to know on how to reconnect through Gmail and Google. So that's the update on warmup. All right. Now hopping back into what's next. So we've built some new little warriors, as we call it. So the new tech, our new little warriors. The first thing we've added on the deliverability side, we've added an email client provider lookup function inside of the platform. What it does is it identifies the email client provider of your recipient. So are they using Gmail? Are they using Microsoft? Okay. And with that, you'll be able to analyze some stats and do a few things there. I'll show you the stats here in just a second. But if you're running Gmail inboxes and Outlook inboxes, the goal here is that you can send from the same email client providers as your recipients. There's some deliverability benefits to that, and actually some pretty good ones. I'll show you some of the stats in a second. The next thing, and this is being released as we speak, our cold to gold writer, our writing assistant that analyzes your text, and we've built several AI tools, which I'll show all you guys here in just a second, and full-on email writers. So these are all currently built and being released and deployed as we speak. And then we've got some new ones coming very soon that'll be released in just the coming weeks, not very long. First one is dynamic content. And what dynamic content is it replaces text inside of your email. We'll extend this to SMS messages as well and any other place. It replaces the text on the basis of a contact property for your recipient. So if you're prospecting founders, but you have a whole list of people, founders, VPs, directors, so on and so forth, you can dynamically have the content replaced on the basis of any contact property in the system. I'll show you a little demo of that, right? So you can use essentially one email to send to many personas. We'll be releasing reply sentiment, which will analyze if the replies are interested, not interested, needs follow-up, they might need information, or they might want to be unsubscribed. And then there will be a low-touch reply automation. So either through AI or picking a template, you'll be able to toggle a setting on to be able to tee up a message where all you have to do is essentially hit send. All right, and then we'll be doing some stats. And then the other big one is Upchat. So you've probably seen some of the social media posts or the emails that we've sent out over the last couple weeks here. Upchat is powered by ChatGPT. All right, so there's going to be some really cool things. We're in the process of still finalizing some of this, but we're also releasing individual, group, sequence, and template chats. So I'll go into detail what this is inside the demo, and we'll have a persona and prompt builder inside of that. And so I'll show you all of that here right now. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick little demo of the new tech. All right, I'm going to just hop into the first thing. I want to show you the MX record, the email client provider lookup. So you're going to notice inside of the platform under the sequence stats, things have been designed and changed a little bit. We've consolidated some of the email stats, but inside of your emails now, you're going to be able to expand that. If you're using multi-domain, multi-inbox sending, all of your inboxes are going to be broken down by which inbox it was sent from. So you'll be able to see how you're delivering for certain emails. This is an actual email that I've sent out this week here out of Uptics. So you can see your open rates, click rates, all that kind of stuff for you. And then if you expand further, then you can see your deliverability by email client provider. Okay, and you can see that all the way down. If you scroll down a little bit, we've actually consolidated the stats at the email client provider level. So you can see, I'm sending from Gmail account. This entire sequence are all Gmail accounts. And you can see within Gmail, I'm getting some of the best deliverability. Okay, 64% open rates. Microsoft, I'm only getting 48%. So, we're getting something like, 30% lift sending in network. Yahoo, it's pretty low sample size, but similar to Gmail inboxes. So one of the enhancements we'll be adding in the future is to automatically route these to the right email client provider if you're running multiple like Gmail and Outlook inboxes for sales, which I highly suggest everybody start migrating to. And if you need some assistance on any of that, we've got videos on that. All right. So that's the email client provider lookup. You'll be able to under the contacts inside of Uptics, you can filter for all of those properties. So um, you'll see a new field called email provider, and you'll see all the providers. So you can simply run a filter now, and then you could filter those into a sequence specific to Gmail inboxes or Outlook inboxes. All right. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I'm going to zoom into my screen here. I didn't realize I was not zoomed in. Sorry about that. The next thing I want to unpack here are all the new features for the writing assistant. All right. So the first thing I want to show everyone is the design for writing templates now on the platform is totally revamped, totally new. It's a way easier, way better user experience. I'll point a couple things out here. You've got your subject line here. You've got your merge field here. You still got your template in here. We've added some additional fields to categorize your emails, what type they are. This will come in handy later. Your goal if you're trying to get an open click reply, and then the style of email it is, if it's a cold email follow-up, lead, deal, or customer nurture, and you'll be able to just assign it to a folder right here. So way cleaner, way easier design. And then you've got some of the other tools here. Now the fun stuff. So the first thing I'll cover is the writing assistant. So the writing assistant is an extremely robust several tools that analyzes the text of your email. So everything from the length of subject line, the total length of the email characters, sentence paragraphs, the grade level, first, second, third, fourth, all the way up to collegiate, how long it takes to read, how positive it is. This is really cool. This analyzes every single sentence separately to analyze how positive the overall email is, how actionable your email is in terms of call to actions and all that kind of stuff. This is an AI that we built to determine how actionable it is to get somebody to take an action like replying and so on and so forth. The you-me ratio of your email, how many times you're talking about them versus yourself, right? You want this number to be higher. How many duplicate words? So it's going to analyze all the duplicate words. You want to have the least amount of duplicate words as possible. We've released a feature that'll analyze how many power words. So power words are like powerful adjectives to help make your email more powerful. You don't want to use too many of these, but you don't want to use too few. So we've analyzed that, and then we've revamped the spam words as well. And then overall, this is going to calculate the score of your email. And I think we have it set right now to above a 75 is green. It means good. All right, so that's the first thing. From there, and this is an actual email that I got from somebody. This is a cold email. Red is kind of bad. Yellow is so-so. And then green, of course, is good. So it's just red, yellow, green. It gets better and better. From here, though, once you've detected some things to make your life easier to correct any of these issues, you're going to want to start using some of the new tools, the AI tools that we've built, okay? So I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to take you on a little demo of all the tools that we've built. So this whole list here is, I don't have the time on this call to cover everything, but this whole list is a list of pretty much all the new features and tools that we've built with AI or automation. So the first thing I want to show you is a full-on email writer. So the email writer, what it does is if you write a line of text inside of your email template and you just highlight it, then you're going to see this little pop-out on the side. And this pop-out has several AI tools now. And the first one I'm just going to show you is cold email, problem-based. So one important thing for everyone to understand as you start using this, and I'll have some more details on how to get access to this and what we're going to do to enhance it in the future, you need to have a good prompt, okay? So you need to feed it some information, right? So let's just say cold email, and this one is a problem-based one. It's going to just think for a second, and then it's going to pop in with some text. So we've trained the AI, and we're using OpenAI, of course, who of course, they just released ChatGPT and all this stuff recently. So we're using OpenAI, and we have a certain model that we've built for this, and we'll be enhancing, going through revisions, adding new stuff, all that kind of stuff. That'll be part of the beta group. But if you want to just in your email, you could just hit accept. All right. If you want to refresh it, you just click this button again. It'll give you another variation. It'll just think for a second, or you might just want to copy this to the clipboard, right? And you might want to do something else with it. So just to give you an example here, I'll just paste it. I'll paste it in here, and then my writing assistant is going to refresh. It's going to update. So now I can make some changes from there. So we got several different things. One, the length is fine. You got a lot of green stuff. I could get rid of this, of course, right? So a bunch of different things that we can do there. I'll show you some of those features in a second. All right, so that's one of the cold email writers. And actually, I'll pull that right back up just a second just to show you some of the other ones. I won't run them, but so we've added a problem-based, a desire-based, a social proof-based, and then a quick two-liner for the cold email ones. Out of the box, we'll be adding more and more over the course of time, of course. So those are some of the initial cold emails. All right. The next thing that I want to highlight, once you have a cold email, I show the text analysis. We'll go through Spintax. For those of you who are not familiar with Spintax helps you dynamically change the content in your email. So each recipient gets a slightly different version. This helps with email deliverability. Previously, what we had inside of the platform, we had Spintax, but it's manual. So now when you go to Spintax, you can still do it manually and add multiple variations and just type them yourself, or you can just click this button here. It's going to think for a second, and a couple seconds later, it's going to come back with more variations. Of course, it's still AI, so you want to go through and proofread them and whatnot, but you could do this for every single sentence of your email in just a few clicks. So you get your email dialed in, right? And then next, okay? Super, super, super easy. So you can do that for every single portion of the email. So that's super cool. The next thing I will show everyone here is some of the follow-up emails. I'll show you the breakup email. All right. So let's just say you had a sales meeting with somebody and they're kind of ghosting you, or they're not getting back to you. You can feed this a little bit of a prompt. You just highlight it, hit follow up, and say breakup. Under the follow up category, there's a few different options I'll go through, and then it's going to write a quick little breakup email for you. All right, you can still take this, edit it, tweak it, make it your own, the whole nine, right? Underneath the follow-up emails, we've got an email if you've met with a prospect, they are not replying back to you, if you're getting ghosted, if you're getting no-showed. We have one called a not breaking up email. All right, so this is leaving the door open for reaching out to them in the future. Timing wasn't right. You mind if I follow up with you in the future, sort of email. All right, so you just got to give it a short little prompt. All right, 1 second here. So those are some of the follow-up emails. All right. Then we have several tools once you've written an email to enhance your email. Using some of that analysis, you might need to enhance it. So for instance, we have a you-me enhancer. So let's just say the writing tool here tells you that your you-me ratio is red. You could highlight either the whole email or a portion of it. You go down to the enhance, you-me enhancer, you just click it. All right, run it, and then it's going to remove words like our, me, I, that kind of stuff, and then it's going to replace that, and then we'll see. So that improved it slightly. Now we're at least neutral now. Okay, so that's a cool little enhance feature. We got several other enhanced features. So we have a confidence booster. So if you're saying words like, maybe, might, just some of these fringe words that make you feel less confident, make the email come off less confident, it's gonna fix some of that. I've got examples for all these. So if at the end during the Q&A, if anyone wants to see any of these, I'm happy to do a real live test. And then we have a power word writer as well. So if you're light on sort of power words, you don't want to have too many, but it'll add power words to the text. All right. So we're getting down to the kind of micro and nitty gritty to make the emails as powerful as humanly possible. We have a shortener. So maybe this isn't a very long email by any means, but maybe it's saying your email's too long. You can go into the length and you hit shorten. It'll think for a second and then it'll shorten it. All right. Same thing with expander, except I'm actually really excited about the expander. The expander, you can actually give the system a prompt that you want to give it. So you could actually, first of all, you could just say like expand on the topic of maybe like sales automation CRM. You could just give it that and expand, and it's going to come back with some generic text for that. Or you could give it some instructions to do something. And the more context you give it, usually the better. So I'll give you an example here, like write a cold email about how a sales automation platform can help you land in the primary inbox, decrease prospecting time, and improve sales. So I'll just hit expand here. It'll take a second. Now it's a little less structured, the data. It's a little less clean because we haven't trained it as much as we have on some of these other tools, but it's going to give you more information, right? So you hit accept here, and then like in this case, it actually gave me a subject line. So you might want to use the subject line up there. But you can take this, you can edit it, you can sort of make your own. But the expander allows you to just do some freeform text essentially and do really anything you want with it. So that's pretty cool. The next one I want to show you is the subject line writer. So let's say you write your email and you want to come up with a subject line. You can literally just highlight a sentence, any sentence you want. You can hit subject lines. We got two different types of subject lines, problem-based and benefit-based. It's pretty consistent with coming back with the right style, but sometimes it doesn't, right? So it's going to come back with 5 variations, and then you could just click one, and then it's going to enter that right into the subject line. All right, so kind of super simple, neat little tool. You can highlight any block of text and do that same thing, which is pretty cool. So anything that you feel like would give the subject line writer some more context would be super helpful to feed it to. So it'll just write some of the subject lines for you. And we've trained it on a 3-word subject line, essentially. So we have stats and analytics that less words at subject lines get better open rates. More than when you start getting into 4, 5, 6-word subject lines, your open rates start decreasing substantially. So that's the subject line writer. We have other things, reduce grade level, all these, everything you see here, follow-up emails, confidence booster, power words, shorten, expand, grade level, correct English, synonyms, antonyms, subject line writers. And then to put the bow on some of these AI features, this is more of an automation feature. Let me show you the dynamic content writer. So this is coming. The next 2 are coming soon, either by the end of the month, maybe early April, something like that. So the dynamic content writer, what it'd be is like, let's just say you line in your email and say, we help companies increase sales. You might want to get more specific with people. Instead of saying we help companies, you go down to Spintax, and again, this is coming soon. You hit dynamic content here, and now you have a dynamic content builder. So what you can do is essentially pick a condition. So you could filter, you could say on the condition of job title, anybody whose job title says VP or the word vice. Then you could say here, instead of saying companies now, you could say VPs, right? So now when it gets sent, based on persona, it's going to say we help VPs increase sales. You could add another condition. Maybe you want to say, job title contains founder or owner. And it just has to contain it. It doesn't have to meet it exactly, right? And then you could say, business owners. And then your fallback token, of course, could be the word companies, right? And then we'll allow you to save these as templates so that instead of recreating these every single time, you'll have a library of templates. And you could do this basically, we'll see this is still in development, of course, but on the basis of almost any contact property in the system. So there may be some limitations by the time we totally finalize it because this is pretty complex stuff. But that's super useful to help have one email, multiple personas, manage less campaigns, less sequences, less email templates, and more specific. And there's a lot of other use cases as well. If company size is over a certain limit, you might want to say, hey, we help Google, Microsoft, bigger companies, right? So you might want to you can get more creative with some things on the basis of company size or industry, a whole bunch of things. Sky's kind of the limit on that. All right, so that's the dynamic content writer. The last thing I mentioned, of course, was Upchat. And Upchat is a combination of an internal chatting tool with the power of ChatGPT built into it. So what Upchat is, not only will you be able to chat with people inside of your organization, you'll also be able to start and create chats inside of email or SMS templates and your sequences. And when you do that, it's going to create a space. So let's just say you have a campaign for, a new cold outreach campaign, right? Now it's going to create a space in that. You can collaborate with your team. You can chat back and forth on that specific campaign, that specific sequence, and you'll be able to write emails, write messaging, scripts, everything with ChatGPT right in it. So all you got to do is change it from chat over to ChatGPT, and this is in demo mode right now. We don't have everything totally finished yet. This will be released in the next few weeks. All right, but you'll be able to just give it a prompt, and then it'll communicate back and forth with ChatGPT. And some of those same writing tools that we have over here will actually be right inside of here. So you'll be able to perfect your messaging right in here and update your sequences and collaborate on your sequences and your templates. Additionally, you'll be able to save prompts. So if you find yourself writing the same thing over and over with ChatGPT, you can save prompts, and then you can also build personas. So we'll help you train the ChatGPT models with personas by picking seniorities, departments, industries that your personas are in, what problems they experience, what methods that you use to help them fix those problems, the benefits of your methods, and results and testimonials and stuff like that. That'll feed ChatGPT, and then you'll be able to just simply come into here and say, write me a cold email, something to that effect, or use one of our already pre-built cold email frameworks, but it'll have the context of the persona that you're building. Additionally, you'll be able to just log private notes inside of here as well and do a few other things. I won't show everything on this, but you'll be able to add your team members here, collaborate on just one-on-one group chats, and then the big thing here, of course, is ChatGPT, but being able to collaborate on your campaigns and your sequences all in one spot. And we'll be adding some other features here as well, emojis, some other goodies here I won't reveal right now. So that's Upchat in a nutshell. Will be a lot of really cool things that we'll be able to build with Upchat. And so right now we've got this right here on the template editor, but you'll have a button like this on the sequence builder as well. And then you also have a left nav menu to collaborate just in a chat environment as well and not have to be in here. So that's super exciting. All right, so that is the big reveal so far anyway. So right now you might be wondering, Patrick, how to get my hands on these fancy schmancy new products. All right, before I go through that, I got a dirty little secret that I can't hide from everybody anymore. If anyone who was on my webinar in January remembers, I said we're going to be changing our pricing plans. All right, so the time has come to do that. Last webinar, I announced that we're going to be changing something this year, and we are, I can confirm, changing our plans and our pricing coming in April. All right, but for any current customers, don't worry at all. Your current plans will be grandfathered in. Anybody who's in an existing plan prior to the plan pricing changes and all that kind of stuff will be grandfathered in. Okay, so no worries there. All right. Some of you, if you're not an existing Uptics subscriber, if you've been considering Uptics, if you're in a trial, whatever it might be wondering, hey, why are we changing things? And just to give everybody some context, since we've released our existing plans, we've added 4 new products. All right, so we've added Lookup, which helps you find emails and validate them in real time, do domain search, find leads, all that kind of stuff. We've released warmup, as everyone knows. We're now releasing the cold to gold writer and Upchat. So by the time we release this update, we'll have had added 4 new products. And on top of that, we've added a ton of other features inside the platform. I don't know that I need to go through this whole list, but things like multi-inbox sending, the in-sequence unlimited email verifier, new nav, like a whole bunch of stuff, right? That's just kind of scratching the surface. All right. And while these upgrades have been great, we've noticed a few things. Some of the cult following features that we've added that people have started adopting, multi-inbox sending, started adopting spin tax. It requires a $199 plan, and we're losing business because of that. Is the unfortunate reality because we've stuffed so much value in the current plans. We're losing business over some of those features, right? So here's what we're doing to rectify that. All right, so let me walk everyone through the new pricing real quick. This won't take me too long. All right, this is the new Uptics site that will be dropping here pretty soon. All right, so you'll notice we'll have an Uptics individual, which is meant for smaller teams, and then Uptics teams, that is meant for bigger teams. The first thing you'll notice is we're going to user-based pricing, and we'll be starting at $49 a month. So currently we start at $99 a month, and then it goes to $199, $299. So the trade-off here is user-based pricing, whereas right now we're on unlimited users. Okay. The unlimited users also caps our growth in the long term by with bigger companies adopting Upticks, kind of caps our growth opportunity, and then sort of drains our support resources and stuff as well, and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to user-based pricing. You'll also notice we are removing the Upticks concept with the new plans. Again, if you're a current customer, nothing has to change for you. This is for new customers only, but we are removing the Upticks concept. So there won't be any upticks for sent emails, SMS, phone calls, or anything like that. There will still be some metered features like lookup, like the AI features, of course, just like any other product, right? But for email, the normal stuff, we're removing some of that, okay? So this is the new plan. So we'll start at 49, it'll go up to 99. So now, whereas multi-inbox sending is only accessible on a $200 a month plan right now, you can now access it on a $99 a month plan, all right? And there'll be some changes with allowed inboxes and all that kind of stuff. But here's a high-level overview, and then the $149 plan. And just so everyone's aware, with some of the new AI features, the AI writers are going to start in the $99 per user plan. And then the ChatGPT and the persona builder and the more advanced features will be included in the $149 per month user plan. All right. So that's an update on the pricing. I'm going to hop back into the presentation here.
Patrick,
Back to, yep.
we have team pricing.
You want me to go through team pricing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let me hop into team pricing real quick. Pricing. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. So that's just one-to-one individual goods for teams. The team pricing is per month, and we're going to be including 5 users in this plan. So we're giving basically we're giving a free user and some other benefits like unlimited CRM, so unlimited contacts and all that kind of stuff will start in here. And there might be a few other goodies along the way. So the starter plan will get basically up to 5 users, all the starter features of everything inside of the platform, and the new website will break down everything a lot easier for what's included in every single plan. All right, so automation and sequencing, email and deliverability, cold to gold writer, Upchat, lookup, phone and SMS, all that kind of stuff. The new page will explain all of that. But starter will be $199, growth will be $399, scale will be $599. So get a little bit of a discount by having a little higher commitment, some extra perks, and then of course if you want to switch over to an annual plan, pay annually, then of course you can save even a little bit more money. All right. All right. All right. So Some people might be thinking, the current plans are cheap and you get unlimited users, right? Um, but just to kind of explain, we're grossly underpriced in the market compared to competitors, similar competitors. Anyway, there's always cheaper products in the market. And we're trying to add as much value as we can, and of course, that comes a little bit at a price. And like you guys, we've got family, partners, employees to feed, so some of the pricing changes, are necessary for us to keep moving. We've got a lot of hiring needs we are bringing on at the moment for some of the growth we've experienced in a short amount of time. But as I mentioned, don't worry if you're on a current plan. By the end of the month, our gift to everyone, of course, is that your plan's grandfather. So if you're on a plan and you're paying us, either annually, monthly, whatever it is, you're grandfathered in. All right. Now to a slightly controversial topic, inboxes. So currently, right now, we're charging $9 per inbox, which works well for volume-based pricing. We're moving to $29 per inbox per month, which is still half of what most of our competitors are charging. All right, so $9 is like grossly under the market. 29 is half of what our competitors charge. But just like the grandfather pricing, don't worry if you're on a current plan, your inbox cost is not going to increase. But just so you're aware, we are increasing the pricing for inboxes on the new plans coming up. All right. And for anyone who's interested and wants to add more inboxes now, no pressure whatsoever. I got a grandson offer, as I call it. We do have an inbox sale going on. So right now you can get, instead of $9, you can get $6 per inbox per month. If you're on an existing plan, all you got to do is reach out to support. This is limited to 200 inboxes. All right, so just reach out and support. We do have to add these manually. So when you do reach out to support, let us know how many you want to add, and we'll just have to update your subscription on the back end. All right, but as mentioned, your current inbox prices and future inbox prices will not change. This is for new plans. And if you want to get a little deal in the short term anyway, then we've got a little grandson offer, as we call it. All right. So now it's time for the Godfather offer, as I mentioned in the beginning. All right. So we've got a 2-for-1 offer for everybody, and what that's going to include is our cold to gold writer, as we're calling it, our AI writing tools, all the AI writing tools to help you write converting sales copy, and then Upchat, which is to coming soon. So that's going to include all the one-to-one group sequence team collaborations and also the ChatGPT built into the platform. All right. With this offer, here's what everyone's going to get. You're going to get the cold to gold writing assistant, of course, that little pop out that analyzes all your text. All right. Other similar products like that charge $19 per user. You're going to get access to all the AI writing tools we mentioned. Other similar products are $29 a user. You're going to get access to all those email writers. Other similar products are charging $49 a user. And then you're going to get Upchat Unlimited. So you're going to be able to add unlimited users into Upchat when we release that. Other chatting systems and all that kind of stuff, of course, charge something like $9 a user. It's all over the map. And then the sequence and templates chatting, the team collaboration for messaging back and forth on your email, your SMS templates, your sequences. I don't know what to value that at because I don't know that another system has done that up to this point. But we want to make it as easy as possible to collaborate between your team, especially if you're distributed, of course, remote teams. You can collaborate all in one spot on all your campaigns in one spot. Don't know what to value that at. ChatGPT, as everyone knows, probably at this point, it's $20 per user per month, right? And then the persona and prop builders, other similar systems are charging, $39 per month, something like that. These things are coming out kind of in real time with the release of ChatGPT and some of the even like ChatGPT 4 now and all this kind of stuff. And as I mentioned, you're going to get unlimited users. As I mentioned on the pricing, we are going to user-based pricing in April. Okay, so for anybody on an existing plan before the new plans release, we'll get all of this. So this all comes out to about $199 a month or something like that. We're not going to charge that. And since we realize that a lot of this is in beta, this is a beta offer, we need some feedback. So when you join this, you're going to be able to join inside of Uptics University, a new circle that we have, and I'm going to be hosting some live events and showing people different ways to use these tools. We're going to be getting feedback, chats back and forth to improve the models, add more tools, all this kind of stuff. So anybody who subscribes to the beta will get access to this. They'll be able to give us direct feedback and help shape the future development for the AI tools, Upchat, all that kind of stuff. All right. So all of this, you're going to be able to get both of this for only $39 per month. All right. So this is an add-on to existing subscriptions for just 13 or $39 per month. So you're going to get every single thing that we have and unlimited users, as I mentioned, future updates. And this offer will go away at the end of the month. So the 30th is the end of it. I'll let everyone know the fine print. You can use, right now you're on volume-based plans, so you're getting either 12,500 upticks, 25,000 upticks, or 50,000 upticks. Since we, of course, have costs for the AI writers and all this kind of stuff, we're capping the upticks usage at 25,000 upticks per month. And some of the what that kind of means here, just so everyone knows some of the more details on that. So it must be subscribed to a current volume-based plan, as I mentioned. The AI features will consume your upticks credits, and they're capped at the 25,000 I just mentioned. 1,000 upticks for this can write approximately 200 cold emails that are less than 100 words each. Now, you're not going to write 200 cold emails, but if you're using the shortener, the expanders, the subject line writers, all of those tools use AI to write. So, of course, they count. But it's insane amount of usage for a little bit of money. And this same amount will also go towards the ChatGPT stuff when that's released as well. Okay, so you'll be able to use that. All right. So here's how you can get access to that. Inside of the Uptics platform, here's a little GIF I made. If you go into the settings and then you go to plan and billing, sorry, this is just a little bit pixelated here with the GIF. Go into plan and building. There is a new block right here. You can expand that, scroll down, and then you can hit subscribe. You have to be subscribed to an existing plan, okay? And then it'll just get added into your plan. Also, if you try to use the tools, there might be a little pop-up. You might be able to subscribe there as well. So that's how you sign up. Don't know why I did that. Bear with me for one sec. Okay, so at the beginning, I said I had a secret reveal. Before I move to Q&A, which is coming up in just a minute, I have one last product reveal for everybody. If all of that wasn't enough, we're building even more stuff. And this will never end because I'm just the type of person and we have the type of team, founders, staff, everything that we're all just super motivated, just keep building the best products out there. We are building BookUp in Q2, Q3. BookUp is what we're calling the ultimate booking automation system. So think, your normal Calendly, SavvyCal, Book Like a Boss, Chili Piper, except seamlessly built into the Uptics platform. And we'll have our spin on it to help you with more automation. So there'll be several features inside of that. This is just a little preview, a little GIF here. So you'll be able to create booking links inside of Uptics. Sorry, my video is taking a second to load. You'll have a whole bunch of settings that you'll be able to set, right? And then you'll be able to automate a bunch of work, cancellation sequences, auto enrollment sequences. You'll be able to update your Uptick CRM data in real time, all this kind of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of stuff to come on that. And then this is a little view of front end, the booking experience on the prospect or lead or customer side of things. Okay, so that's what's coming in Q2, Q3 timeline. All right. That's all I have for everybody today. I know we probably have a bunch of questions. So now's the time to ask me literally anything. All right. Babek, I don't have an eye on any comments on social or anything like that. I do, of course, have the Q&A. Let me just start at the top and work my way down. It's live. Sorry, I just got to get through. Will this recording be shared after the call? Yep, the recording is going to be out on all the social media channels. It already is. But yeah, I don't know if we'll send a recording or not out. So chat's disabled. Yeah, chat's disabled. When everyone in the Q&A. Let's see. Can we have one for autoresponders vacation responses? Amal asks, can we have one for autoresponders, vacation responders? I'm not sure exactly what that means. Um, can we have one for, so we asked that at 11:08. Amal, if you're still on the call, if you give me a little bit more context in the Q&A, that'd be great, and then I'll come back to you, okay? Michael asked, does Upchat work with other languages? We haven't thought that far ahead yet, Michael. I know our chat or our text editor inside of the platform currently works with multiple languages, and I do know the AI features because it's OpenAI. I know that supports other languages. We tested it in German, Spanish, a whole bunch of stuff. In terms of Upchat, I would need to ask the team on that. I don't, as long as like, if your keyboard and your system is set to a specific language or whatever, I don't see a reason why not. And I will keep that in mind as we finish up development on that. So we will test it for multi-language support. Great question. I love it. I have an emergency. Will this recording be sent? Hope the emergency was too bad. Um, yes, we will have the recording. What is gray in the AI? Yeah, good question, Harry. So let me hop in to the AI writer quick if I can come back in. So inside of the assistant, you'll notice this is gray. This just means it's not calculating towards the overall score. And then I'm not sure if you meant this portion here or this. This is a merge field. So, if you're pulling in like a first name and the first name's blank, you could say, you know, friend or whatever it is you want to say. So I'm not sure if you meant that necessarily or if you meant this over here, or if it was maybe one of the tools. Not probably one of those. All right, Harry asks, Spintax is very cool. Awesome. Harry, I'm really glad you like it. I hope it makes it, I mean, it's super easy now. Where before you had to type everything, of course. The biggest thing I'll just point out on the call here in the Q&A, so we have a little time. You usually want to do it for full sentences. The more context these AI writers have, the better of a job it's going to do. So usually full sentences that make sense work the best. But yeah, it's super clean. The one thing I didn't point out either was that if you want to add more variations, okay, I've got 4 here. So I've got the original one I wrote, and then in this run it added 3 more. If you want to add more, you just click that button again and it's going to add more, and you can like literally just keep doing this as long as you want. Now, obviously, you reach a point at which you probably don't need to write anymore, and you still want to make sure to tweak and edit it so it sounds normal because sometimes AI can sound a little bit robotic, of course. But yeah, super easy to run the AI feature or the Spintax features or really any of the other features. And I did not mention this. We will be building a Chrome extension for this as well. So this will also come with a Chrome extension, which you'll be able to use natively inside of Gmail, natively inside of Outlook, and really anywhere that there's an input field on the inside of whatever platform you're in. It'll look slightly different. This will basically be a pop-up if you highlight text. This will be like a little pop-up on the screen, but it'll essentially work the same. And this analyzer will pop out from the right side of the screen. It'll pop out to the left. So I would anticipate this will probably come in April, the Chrome extension, at some point. Once we'll likely focus on feedback to make the tools as easy as possible and add more use cases and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you'll be able to access this anywhere on the internet essentially that we can possibly have it. Uh, all right, just gotta click that. Someone asks, so there won't be limits on the number of emails we can spend or anything else that previously was regulated using upticks in the grandfathered plans. No, there will not be. Well, if you're on an existing, just because I'm not sure if I understand the full context of the question. So the full question was, so there won't be limits on the number of emails we can send or anything else that previously was regulated using upticks in the grandfathered plans. So for clarity, if you're on an existing plan, nothing will change. So you'll still have the upticks volume limits for those plans. If you choose to migrate over to one of the new plans, and that's totally up to you. We're not forcing anyone to do anything. We're grandfathering you. You're keeping your price, all that kind of stuff. You'll still have the limits, but if you migrate over, then the upticks limits for like email sends, calls, all that kind of stuff will not be there. All right, but you would be on user-based pricing at that point. But totally up to you. All right. And then there'll be some other limits on inboxes and all that kind of stuff. So this will get released in April, and you can make that determination if you feel like it's worth. If you can get a better deal on the new plans, move over to the new plans. If your existing plan's a better deal, stay on your existing plan. The existing plans are probably a better deal because our current pricing is pretty cheap. Jessica asked, we have the 199 plan. Will we always be grandfathered into new features? Jessica, it depends on. Um, so it really like this is a full-on product. Like the Cold to Gold Writer, Upchat's a full-on product. In that case, if you're on a grandfathered plan, it might be some sort of like little add-on for you. Our new plans will likely include pretty much every product. Because we'll be able to update those in real time, but we won't force anything on anyone. We'll continue to add features and add features and add features. So if you saw um, on this screen here, I think it was here. So like we've added all of these features without changing any pricing and forcing people into new plans or anything like that. So we'll continue to add value to existing plans. We'll continue to build new things. But if it's a full-on, product or a core feature, then it may not be added into the account. But actually, a good example would be the email client provider. So the email client provider. Analytics that I showed you, I think on one of these screens here. I must have navigated away from it. It'll be on the scale plan, existing scale plans. So that'll be released under the current scale plan. And we'll continue to release features, and they'll likely coincide with new tiers. But if it's a new product, there may be some sort of add-on of some sort. So like the new plans will include the AI writer, like the full-on AI writers, but there's a trade-off because the new plans are user-based pricing. You get less inboxes and stuff like that on some of the new plans. And then there's some limits on like contacts and whatnot. So we've instituted some more limits. Your current plan is there's like less limits outside of the sending volume, which pretty much nobody hits. So hope that answers the question fairly robustly. Any other questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to. And the new plans will drop in April. If we upgraded the scale plan before the pricing change, does that get locked in? Great question. Yes. Any upgrade or subscription prior to these new plans getting released will get grandfathered in to the existing pricing and the existing plans on the current website. So if you're right now currently considering Uptics, I'll do just a quick little overview. Right now we're unlimited outside of like outbound volume, essentially in number of inboxes. So we start at 99, 199, 299, but unlimited users, unlimited contacts, all this kind of stuff. So in some cases, this might be a better deal for you. In other cases, just depending on the business and the size of business you are and all that kind of stuff, some of these might be a better deal, which is part of the reason why we did that because we were losing opportunities because multi-inbox sending, FinTax, and some of the other features weren't accessible until the 199 plan. We literally had people leave and we're losing revenue out on it on some of that, which obviously we're growing fast, but we want to grow even faster if we can. So if you subscribe to a plan by the time before we launch, and we'll send out email reminders and all that kind of stuff, but it'll be pretty darn close to the end of the month. It'll be sometime in April. I won't say April 1st for any sort of April Fool's joke, but it might be somewhere close to there or maybe beginning of April sometime. All right. Will we get grandfathered into the sequencing if we just have the $99 plan grandfathered into the sequencing. In our current plan, you get all the sequencing, you know, pretty much possible outside of like how many emails you can send. So existing plans, there's really not a lot of restrictions. I mean, um, there's some restrictions, of course, more advanced automation and that kind of stuff. But these plans will be fully grandfathered in. So any of the features there will be grandfathered in. Tom said, so if I'm currently on the $99 plan, I stay at 99, but get the new features that were only once on the 129, like A/B testing, correct? Yeah, Tom, your current features on you will keep the same features if you're on the starter plan. You'll have all the same features. So we're not adding we can't crisscross features between the two different plans. So you'll either have all the features from these plans or you'll have all the features from whatever plans that you have on the website currently. Good question. Also, API to my CRM. So can I any API limits or anything like that, Tom, you might be experiencing? Just reach out to chat support. I'm not sure 100% um, what that means, but yeah, reach out to support, and if there's any API things that you need help with, we have a Zapier integration, of course, so I'm not sure exactly your setup, but support will help you out with that. If we're already on the scale plan, do we need this early bird special too? You don't have to have it. Not forcing anybody to take it. If you do take it, um, then you're going to get a bunch of these benefits. For the existing plans, the AI writers in the Upchat and the ChatGPT will not be included on the current plans. Okay, so just for clarity, the only time you will have access to the new AI writers that I showcased here is if you partake in the early bird special. After that goes away at the 30th, one of two things will happen. Either the price will increase as an add-on from $39 to I don't know what it'll be, or you would end up potentially wanting to move over to a user-based plan. So now is the time if you want to get access at the best possible price point that we'll ever give for those features. Now is the time to do that $39 um, upgrade, all right, and then join the beta group. All right, so you'll get access to all of this, all right, for only $39. All right. I wouldn't foresee us after the end of the month releasing these to existing plans because we already have so much included in them at a low price point. I wouldn't foresee us offering this for less than 99 bucks. So if we decide to do an add-on um, for existing plans after the end of this month, the 30th, when this offer expires, it'll either go to 99 or it'll be in the new plans. So we'll probably give the option to do it, but it will not be the $39 price point. So if that answers the question there. Is the $39 grandfather offer only applicable if I'm planning on staying on a grandfathered plan? Do these features from the early bird beta special come in the new plans? Yes. So the new tools, the grandfathered $39, you can get access to it now. If you do end up migrating to one of the new plans in April, then the way this will shake out is in the starter plan, you'll have access to the assistant. That's the little pop out, the analyzer. Pretty much everyone will have access to that. And then the growth plan will include the advanced AI writer, the left side pop out, okay, with all the cold emails, the follow-up emails, spin tax, all that. And then the scale plan will include up the Chat GPT. These will also include Upchat as well, the team chats. This one will get the sequence chats, template chats to collaborate and set for your sequences and campaigns. All right. So depending on, this might be, better for your organization depending on how many users you have. All right. But that's totally up to you. If you want to stay on the current plans, you can. The new $39 grandfathered plan is applicable to the existing plans. So that $39 grandfathered offer will be, those features will, most of them will be included here, and then the ChatGPT stuff will be included in the scale plan per user. Great question. If I have a starter package now and it includes unlimited users, what does the grandfathered account look like in terms of user count? It'll still be unlimited, Josen. So we will not change anything whatsoever with any of the current plans outside of adding more features. Some features like new products likely will not get included with grandfathered plans. There'll be some sort of like little add-on, and we'll likely give people like an early bird beta deal pretty much always. But we will not change your features on any grandfathered plans. We will not change these plans other than adding more, continuing to add more value to the plan. So you'll still continue to get unlimited users, unlimited contacts, all that kind of stuff. You of course just have the volume-based upticks, which we are getting rid of. There's still limits, of course, for like lookup and all that kind of stuff on the new plans, but it's less restrictive. But it comes at a cost of a per user pricing. Excuse me. Um, does it come starter package with only one user going forward? Yeah, so the new plans will be fully user based, per user pricing. Yep, so any of the new plans will be user based. That's sort of the trade-off, so that we can continue to add value, but maximize our opportunity and get closer to the market with similar products in terms of pricing, and continue to accelerate and fuel these new tech innovations and all that kind of stuff. Too bad we can't send emails to schedule appointments with Bookup. You will be able to, Jeremy. So Jeremy asked or said, too bad we can't send emails to schedule appointments with Bookup. You will be able to. So Bookup will be dropping Q2, Q3, and you'll have be able to send calendar links. Those calendar links will get the events will get synced. You'll be able to automate a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm super excited to that, and we'll be able to replace another tool in your tech stack. Awesome progress, guys. Any ideas to add a blacklist checker? So, Edward, I think okay, you're talking about domain blacklists. I thought you were meaning blacklists for not sending emails to certain organizations. Yes, to answer your question directly, we will add a blacklist checker eventually. I don't know when, but we will add it at some point down the road. I just don't have a timeline on that. We're super slammed with all this kind of stuff, but we will add a blacklist checker. Milana said, glad to see all the product updates. Super excited. Thanks, Milana. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Jessica said, will the AI, with the AI, will it continue to upgrade as new releases come out from ChatGPT? 100%. We wanted to hop on the bandwagon. ChatGPT just released access to their API literally within the matter of weeks, and we're going to continue to innovate. And most of you don't know me personally, but I am the type of person that is always going to be trying to push the envelope and innovate. That's what I was known for before I was an entrepreneur over 10 years ago. And we'll continue to innovate as fast as we possibly can, and continuing to build out the most robust sales platform in the industry. And we will continue to innovate. So ChatGPT 4 just came out. There's some rate limits. So we'll likely release this with ChatGPT 3.5 because the model is super fast and the 4 isn't fast enough yet. But we will always innovate, and we'll continue to upgrade and enhance. So even if you're on the $39 plan, that comes with future upgrades as well. And that $39 price point is, it's obviously it's a thank you to subscribing early, and we're going to be dropping some of these features in April. So I appreciate the advanced confidence in everybody. Since I'm already a customer, do I need to upgrade to get the new fancy fancy features? Yes. You don't need to upgrade your plan, but inside of the platform, you just need to choose it as an add-on, essentially. So if you go down into the settings, anytime I'm on these, my computer runs a little bit slow, so bear with me for 1 second here. So you're going to see inside of plan and billing, so settings, plan billing, right here, open this up. You're going to see, the offer. You're going to see everything that you get. and then all you got to do is click this button. So you just got to be on an existing plan, and you're good to go. It'll just be a $39 um, monthly charge. If you're on an annual plan, it prorates it on the basis of your plan. So you get 2 months free if you're on an annual plan as well. So that's a little bit of a discount. All right, and you'll be locked in on this price for a minimum of 1 year. All right. Will the individual pricing, $149 per user per month, include all the features, including cold to gold, Tuesday, Thursday calls? This is a great question. Um, I'll answer the first one first. So there will be changes coming to the cold to gold coaching offer. Right now, we're including on the 299 scale plan. It will not be included on the 299 plan when we release the new plans. It will be going to a minimum of a 399 growth plan with that offer. So it'll be going up to at least I have not decided 100%. It might go to scale. So these services in the past I've charged five, six, seven, 8,000, $10,000 for some of these coaching offers and whatnot. And you get at least at this stage you're still getting my one-to-one support. I've recorded videos in there. You get my help Tuesday, Thursday, help write copy, anything under the sun, and we're starting to get more and more people to join in that. So I may even need to add more calls than just Tuesday and Thursday eventually. Maybe the price increase will decrease that, but it will be going to likely the growth plan on that offering. So on the individual, um, the one scale user will not include that. I might be able to be convinced if somebody has multiple scale users, maybe like 3 or something. I don't know. We'll see. Reach out to me and let me know your situation. We'll see how we're feeling. And then he also asked, I missed the per inbox pricing model. Is this only for the grandfather plans or the new plans? Great question. So the price that I mentioned for we're just running a little sale just to try to add a little bit more value as we're always trying to do. The current pricing is $9. The new plans will be $29 per user. Since you're on a current plan, your pricing will be $9. And if you want to add more users or more inboxes for a limited time, and we'll only do 200 inboxes, you can get each inbox for $6 each. Um, but the new plans that will drop in April will be $30 per inbox if you're on a new plan. That answers that. How do we compare our existing plan with the new plans to see which is beneficial since we are a new user? Donald, the best way to do that is likely going to be with how many users you have in your organization currently. So on the new plans, if you're on Uptics Teams, like right now, I think you, Donald, if I remember, you guys might be on scale. So you're paying $300 a month, and if you have like 3 or 4 users, like you've got a better deal. Um, the only thing that you likely need to consider at this point is like the amount of outbound volume. So the new plans, you'll have less restrictions on outbound volume. So you'll be able to send like 450 emails a day per inbox. We won't limit how many emails get sent on the new plans. So the best way would likely be first number of users, how many you have right now. See if if you'd be paying more on the user-based plan, and then also factor in like how much volume you might need. If you're going to be doing more than 50,000 upticks or more inboxes, I don't know how many inboxes you have exactly, but like at some point maybe you need to have a bigger plan. This it might be worth at that point moving over to a scale or a growth plan here with less restrictions, but the inbox costs will be different on that plan. Great question there. We have two separate accounts. Do I need to sign up for two separate $39 packages for the new products? If you want access to the new product inside of each account, yep, each account will be separate. If you wanted to go through the pain of like bouncing back and forth between accounts, you could certainly try to use it in one account. But there is volume limits. Keep in mind. So if you add it into your second account, you're actually getting more volume as well. and you'll still have unlimited users inside of that new account as well. But you could certainly try to get away with doing it in your one account if you want to like copy and paste things and or even just try it. We'll be going through some adaptations and improvements over time here, of course, and we'll innovate the product. So and we'll get everyone's feedback. But that's totally up to you if you want to do that. But this is per account. Great question. Milana asked, um, or maybe this is a comment, using all the features so far, but looking forward to Upchat to have my CEO in the thread. Awesome. That'll be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to the sequence chats, and you can collaborate right inside of a campaign and a sequence and have a separate space for that. And, um, we're not going to replace a Slack or anything like that, but maybe for small organizations that, don't want to pay for Slack or whatever we might. But big thing for us on Upchat, of course, is the ChatGPT and then being able to collaborate inside of your sequences before launching campaigns or doing some retrospectives about campaigns. Using ChatGPT to innovate the campaigns, write better copy as you're inside the campaign, all this kind of stuff. It'll be super, super fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm glad you are too, Milana. Does the $39 add-on apply to grandfather plans or new plans? Just the grandfather plans. The new plans will include, depending on which plan you're on, the features that you'll be able to access. So the grandfathered $39, you'll get access to everything. All right. On the new plans, like the Chat GPT and the personas and the prompt builders, for instance, will be accessible under the higher scale plan, the new higher scale plan. But the $39 add-on for grandfathered plans, you get access to everything for only $39, literally everything. Whereas it's going to be user-based pricing on the new plans. So yeah, pretty good deal. If I'm on a $99 plan now and by the early beta, does that mean I can get the spin tax even though it's on a growth plan? Great question. I think I forgot to mention this. We have it in a little fine print. If you're on a starter plan currently, the only restriction is that the AI spin tax is only available on the growth plans or higher because growth plans come with spin tax. So if you're on a starter plan, the only restriction that you have outside of the volume limit is that spin tax starts on the growth plan. All right. Spin tax will be included on the new plans under the new growth plans, which start at $99. So spin tax and multi-inbox sending will now be accessible at the $99 starting point, just per user. Great question. Bambi said or asked is $39 per user or per account. Bambi, per account. So the $39 is total for the entire account. So if you've got 5 users in your account, 39 bucks. That's it. Whereas the new plans will be user-based pricing. So each user would have certain access um, to the writer or not. So it's going to start at $149 per user for like ChatGPT, for instance. And so yeah, that's at the account level per month per account, which is a really good offer. If I want to do automation on the $99 plan and I add the early bird add-on, will that add automation? Or what's the best price to do that at the lowest cost for a starter in this program? You still get automation. So if you're on a starter plan currently, like you can do sequencing and all that kind of stuff. Depends on what kind of automation you're looking to do, Andrew. So uh, if you have some specifics in mind, feel free to reach out to us on support, and we'll be happy to try to guide you in the right direction, try to get you the best deal you possibly can on the plan you're at. But you'll have full access to all the AI writers and all that kind of stuff at the $39 price point. In terms of other automations with some of the existing plans for access to workflow automations, for instance, that's only accessible on the scale plan. That won't unlock any of these. You'll still maintain your starter features. You'll just be getting access now to the AI writing tools and then Upchat as that gets released here in the future. Hope that answers that. Kevin asked, sorry, can you clarify if we sign up for $39, will that payment stay the same after the special, or is this just for the 1 month? Great question. Thanks for that, Kevin. The $39 is in perpetuity. I don't, like I mentioned just a little bit ago, it'll be for a minimum of a 1 year price point. So it's not just for the first month or for the beta. You will get access. You will be price locked for a minimum of 1 year. Um, Maybe we even do 2 years. Hadn't decided 100% yet, but $39 is not just for the first month. That is for the foreseeable future, and I can guarantee you it will be for a minimum of 1 year price lock. Great question. Are there inboxes, email inboxes in the new plans and pricing, or is it all a la carte? Great question. So there is included inboxes. I'll breeze through this here on the new pricing plan. This is not 100. It's pretty close to finalize, but the new plans, $49 is going to get two included inboxes. Growth plan will get three. Scale plan will get four, and that's per user. Per user. All right, and then you can add more inboxes onto those plans as well. Oop, sorry, close that out. But yeah, you'll have multiple inboxes allowed at the user base level, and you'll get multiple included in each plan, just depending on what tier you're on. Great question. Can you show all the features of the new 99 and the 149 plans, power dial or other features? 100%. Happy to do so. So just to give you a high level overview, and I know I'm sure a lot of people have dropped off at this point, but I love the questions. Keep them coming. I'll stay on as long as I've got an audience here. Okay. So on the new plans, the starter, you'll get access to CRM. Actually, let me just go through the full feature list. So under starter, the team plan, number of contacts are going to be unlimited. Under the individual user base plan, you'll get 5,000 contacts under starter, 10,000 contacts under growth, and then unlimited contacts under scale. That's for the individual one-on-one, like per user pricing. If you're on the team plan, you get unlimited. So you still get access to unlimited property. Everyone's gonna get access to these unlimited properties, task management, unlimited tags, unlimited smart lists, unlimited templates, all the reporting, logging notes, everything, contact history, activity, deal management. There'll be some limits on number of pipelines, so you'll get one pipeline, three unlimited on those plans. Under the sequencing and automation, every plan will have unlimited sequences. You'll get access to the name correction feature, which corrects like if somebody's first name isn't capitalized and all that kind of stuff, or the whole word is capitalized, we correct that. Task automation, reply unenrollment, sending limits, smart sending, threaded replies. Reply sentiment will start in growth plan. So we're adding, as I mentioned previously, we're adding reply sentiment analysis and reply automation. So sentiment will start in growth. You'll get multi-inbox sending and growth, A/B testing and growth. Even on the one-on-one, like just even one user, you'll get access to A/B testing there. Right now, it's only accessible on the $200 plan, so you'll get access to that sooner. Sequence auto enrollment, sequence pausing will all be on growth. And then on scale plan, you'll have reply automation. So this will automatically tee up an email on the basis of that sentiment analysis. Workflow automations, lead scoring, auto tagging, sequence journeys, lead distribution, deal automation. That'll all be on the scale plan. That's currently on the scale plan, just FYI. So we're not really making a ton of changes to what's included in the actual plans themselves. For emailing deliverability, everyone will still have centralized inbox, all the open tracking, bounce, unsubscribe tracking, the email verifier, sending safety, blacklist, bounce protection, out of office detection, custom tracking domains, deliverability, monitoring, health reporting, inbox and domain protection. We already went over the number of users. And then growth plan will add spin tax, growth plan will add multi-inbox sending, and then scale plan will add dynamic content automation. So I went through that on the demo. And then the email client matching automation that'll get added in scale. And then under SMS and phone, everyone will have inbound, outbound calling, SMS, dispositioning, global phone numbers, custom voicemails, and then call recording, power dialer, and bulk SMS will get added into the growth plan, even at the $99 level. And then automated SMS and SMS unsubscribes will get added under the scale plan. And then for lookup, Since we're removing the outbound, like no credit usage for emails, calls, SMS, that kind of stuff, Lookup will have some limits for the email finder, the domain search, all that kind of stuff. But every plan under the new plans will have access to the email finder, domain search, the Chrome extension, which will be releasing as well, the sequence verifier, and bulk email verification. That's dropping as well in the coming future. So you'll be able to bulk verify just from the contacts list. You can just upload and verify an entire list if you want. So these limits are not finalized yet. So that's in the queue. And then bulk email finder will get added in growth. Email provider detection. So that's the, who your email client provider of your recipients are, Gmail, Outlook, that sort of thing. That'll get added into growth. And then AI catch-all scoring is something that we're going to be adding, and that'll be accessible in the scale plan. So that'll analyze catch-all emails and grade how risky they are to help you determine if you want to catch all emails or not. All right. Upchat, this is a work in progress yet, but new plans, individual chats, group chats will be included on the starter plan. Team chat, sequence chats will be included in the growth plan. And then ChatGPT, prompt builder, persona builder will all be included there. And then there'll be different at different levels less than the scale plan. And then Cold to Gold Writer, so all the AI writing assistant tools we mentioned, pretty much everything is available on the starter plan. For these tools will not be. I'm not done with this yet, so um, these will not be available, but the analyzer will be available on the starter plan. That I need to update. All right. And then I'm not quite done with this, but I talked about Bookup, of course. So I started mapping out some stuff with Bookup as well. These are some of the features that will be coming. So Bookup will be included in the new starter plans, growth scale. Each one will come with its varying range of features as well. All right, so that was pretty encompassing. Couple more questions. So the grandson offer is an opportunity for people on the old plans to partake in new features, right? No, so the grandson offer or the Sun offer was for a cheaper inbox price, the $6. The Godfather offer is for this $39 for the AI writers, Upchat that's coming, ChatGPT built in, all that kind of stuff. So that's right now the $39 per account is an opportunity to add these AI tools into your account without having to pick up one of the new plans. Tom said, still confused. I'm on a $99 plan. Will any of the new $99 per month user plan be part of my grandfather plan? Any of the new? Tom, they're pretty much all staying the same. The features are basically staying the same between existing starter plans and the new ones. The big difference is going to be on the user basis and number of inboxes, and then the volume restrictions. All right. So outside of that, pretty much all the features we're like mapping them essentially to the same tiers. So hope that answers it. I would like to do automated replies, and I'm on the $99 plan. What's the best price for me to do this? Automated replies, that'll be getting dropped here in the future, and that will likely be on the scale plan. So we'll analyze the sentiment analysis on the growth plan, and then the scale plan will have automated replies. It's semi-automated, I should say. I didn't do a full demo on that, but it'll tee up and it'll schedule an email on the basis of the sentiment for you automatically in the inbox, and then you can review it. So you'll be able to, if it's tagged sentiment as interested, you can pick a template to reply with, and you click send. We'll also be adding an AI feature to reply automatically using AI. How many inboxes are included in the new individual plans on the $149 per user? So the new scale plans, each user will get 4 inboxes included. If we do decide to go with a new plan, what is the migration like? The migration will be fairly seamless if you decide to go with a new plan. So once we release them, you'll see inside of the plan and billing here an option to essentially migrate over. I don't know what that'll look like. I'll still have to. I'm finalizing some designs on it. But These current plans will go away, and then it'll be new plans, and it'll be the per user basis. But migrating will be pretty seamless due to the fact that the features are all essentially staying the same. So I can get $39 add-on now and then upgrade to the new plans in April and have access to the AI features for all my users. 100%. Yep. Yeah. So if you upgrade to the $39 now and then you take a new plan on the basis of like the growth or scale, whatever it is, then the AI tools will be included in whatever plan you pick up in the new plans. Andrew asks, I wanted to distribute tasks to other users in the automation. Also set up auto replies to leads that respond. Yeah, so that'll be in the scale plan, Andrew. So in the existing platform, you can actually do distribution. Currently, I think this is on the scale plan, but you can pick the distribute leads option. I only have one user in this account, but you could distribute. This assigns contact owner, and then on the basis of contact owner, you can have a task, and that task, um, it's got to pick a task, assign contact owner. So on the scale plan, you can automate all of that. All right, so you can just use assign contact owner, and then the next task could be a phone call, it could be whatever you want, and then those tasks get assigned to the contact owner. Donald said, I may have missed this, but will Uptics be able to respond to my cold email and SMS using AI? We are adding a feature, Donald, to it'll be semi-automation initially. We don't want the robots to run totally wild. But yeah, so you'll be able to tee up a message automatically on the basis of the sentiment from the reply. So there'll be two levels. There'll be AI replies we'll release a little bit later, but initially you'll be able to pick a saved template that you have, and on the basis of the sentiment, it'll tee up that template for you automatically. So we're shooting for like a 80 to 90% accuracy on the reply sentiment. So in 80 to 90% of the cases, most of the work will be done. How much does each additional inbox cost in the new individual plans? It'll be $29 per inbox on the new plans. We have more concerns about volume since we're not restricting the volume as we are currently on the existing plans. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. This whole Uptics platform is fucking okay. I hear there, fucking awesome. I appreciate that. You got me with the FOO dash king. I like that. Does the new $149 individual plan include unlimited calling and SMS? So on all of our plans, we're integrated with Twilio. I don't currently we don't have any plans to move away from Twilio, but I am fully aware that there's other phone providers out there that don't cost us as much money. Right now, we're through Twilio and we pass back the charges, of course, through Twilio and the metered balance. I could see us exploring some option in the future, but Twilio's they're just so big and consistent. There's less risk for downtime and all that kind of stuff, and that's right now it's super valuable to us as a bootstrap startup, having that peace of mind. I meant the $39 one gives people on the grandfather plans opportunity to use the features. The $39 plan, yeah, will give you full to those features in the new AI tool. So all of these features are included for only $39 a month for your entire account. Yep, and anybody in your organization can use it. So it's not per user. Anybody inside of your account will be able to access this. Great question. And you'll maintain the $39 price point for guaranteed minimum 1 year, probably longer. All right, I think that answers. I think that's all the questions. My voice box. You guys put me through the stress test there on my voice box. So I appreciate all the questions. Great questions. If you have more questions, reach out and chat support, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Also be doing some follow-up communication, of course. We'll let everybody know before the deadlines and all that kind of stuff. I did see one last question, or one last question I think came in. Andrew, yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you for your business. I really appreciate it. Jeremy said it, so I think for one person, I will go to the grandfather growth plus 39. Sounds great, Jeremy. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your business. If you need any help, let us know. We're always here. Feel free. I didn't mention this, but like, we also do open support calls on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. If anyone ever needs help, Dan, my co-founder, runs all of those. If you ever need help implementing things, even if you don't have access to the cold to gold coaching, you can get access to that and get help with anything. And then do $6 inboxes go over to the new plans if I migrate? Um, Great question. Haven't thought that through. Um, the new plans, probably not. That would be very complex for us to maintain. So you're going to basically want to pick like, do I want to be on the old plan or do I want to be on the new plan? And that $6 price point will be it'll be really good. You'd probably be better off just keeping on the add-on, and then if you need more volume, like because the only reason you'd probably want to move to the new plan is potentially volume. You might be better off just having us put together a custom plan for you. So keep that in mind. And then based on Google Calendar or calendar system, yeah. So the Donald, the I think if I understand correctly, auto reply. I might need, yeah, we might need to take that one offline, Donald. Uh, the short answer is probably. I'm not sure exactly, but um, uh, sky's the limit. So hopefully, our goal is to try to automate as much as possible. So I think you're asking a little bit more on the automation side of things, but we'll try to automate as much as we possibly can between bookup, between reply automation, and all that kind of stuff to help people do less and sell more. That's ultimately our goal. So all right, thanks everyone. I'm going to wrap it up here. Appreciate everyone sticking with us. If you have any questions, reach out. Thanks everyone for your business, your support. It means the world to all of us. And looking forward to the next generation of sales here with some of the new tools we've added. And we'll see everybody soon. Thank you.